the Rubore Cap Seals, the innovative way to seal a hole. This is a slightly different approach than we had on this first example. And to give you a rough structure about the presentation, here is an overview how the presentation, or that second one, is structured. First, some small introduction into Rubore seals. What is Rubore? What can we do with Rubore? Then the manufacturing and the product range. And then coming to our newest product out of the Rubore Seals product portfolio, which is the Rubore Cap Seal 2.0. And then also what we are developing right now, where are we improving, and which are the applications and the current developments. So I think most of you have come across this problem if you have, as you can see here, a cover or an aluminum cover, and you want to mount a seal into that aluminum cover. You press it in, you push it on the one side, then it jumps out on the other side, and you lose a bunch of time until you get the seal where it should be. And this is a very nice example to explain the biggest benefit of Rubore. It is to combine a rubber with the steel to avoid such kind of things. So if you imagine you have just a cover laminated with some rubber on it, you press it onto your application, screw it with the screws, and then it's done. So no assembly process needed, or no longer assembly process needed, no waste of time anymore. And why we call it unique process meets innovative design is something I want to show you in the next slides. The manufacturing of the Rubore seals, or the Rubore material, is basically the key of our success. We have huge coils out of metal and rubber. They are 125 bright and 800 meters long, and we bring them together and create a very strong bonding, which gives us huge benefits when it comes to withstand the requirements in the applications. So here you can see one part of the manufacturing process. So this is how it begins, bringing the two coils together, and then sorry, that was too quick. By adding some pressure and temperature, we are going to the lamination of the rubber to the metal, and with the vulcanization process, we create that very strong bonding. Of course, after having these huge coils, we kind of need to get a size where we can produce our parts, which are usually a lot smaller than 1.25 meters. And therefore, we have these slitting machines, which bring the coils into almost the right size. And it cuts the huge coils into smaller stripes. After that, we go into a stamping process where we stamp out the shape we need, the product we need, and finalize the product then. So what can we do with the Rubore material? On the one side, we have the Rubore flat seals, which is not just or can be more than just a rubber to metal part. So you can add a second rubber layer to the coil and have a sandwich, more or less. And this brings you very good pressure resistance, for example, if because of the metal core. You have design capabilities which are very flexible. So if you think about this design over there, and it avoids the micro leakage because of the rubber layer. The second product, the cover seal, which was part of the introduction, I already mentioned some benefits of that. So you have a 2-in-1 solution, so just a cover with a seal on it. You don't need that assembly process, and it makes the supply chain in general much easier. The third product is the Rubore Cap Seal 1.0. It was our first development when it came to Cap Seal. It is a rubber to metal part, deep drawn and stamped out. And yeah, it's more or less, yeah, you don't need any adhesives when you look into your bore, no complex geometries or bore geometries, and with that seal rubber combination, you just press the Rubore Cap Seal into place, and then it's more or less tight. Our last development is the Rubore Cap Seal 2.0, and yeah, it was a new development with some additional benefits, and how we got to that development, that's what I going to show you in the next slides. So if you think about the bores you have in the applications, most of them, they are sealed with some yeah, cap lugs out of steel, yeah, brass or stainless steel, and many housings are out of aluminum. So what does that mean? If you have a look on the thermal expansion coefficient of steel and then compare it to aluminum, there is a difference. So there is a danger that yeah, that the cap seal pops out of the application when it comes to temperature cycles and so forth. So besides that risk, yeah, the application lifetime, of course, is critical, but also looking into the steel material, the risk of infiltrating corrosion is high as well. And that led us to think of an improvement of the solutions we have already and the solutions which are on the market. And if we now take the Rubore Cap Seal 1.0, we first did some design optimizations. We changed from steel to aluminum to avoid the difference of the thermal coefficients, and we also reduced the rubber thickness and also the steel thickness. That resulted into the Cap Seal 2.0, where we have now reduced weight due to the reduction of the thickness of the layers, and of course the change of steel to aluminum had a big impact on that as well. Also, the design or the design modifications, if you compare it, so the cap seal has a very standard design with not too many different stages, so to say. And here you can see another structure than you have it on the top, and that resulted in a more pressure-resistant part. We also we tested that in very often in different tests and with FEA calculations, and that showed us that there is an improved pressure resistance. As I mentioned before, from changing from steel to aluminum, the corrosion resistance improved as well. And as we change the rubber thickness, we changed it, I think it was from 0.5 to 0.3. We were able to reduce the creep behavior as well, of course. So if you now think of where you could use these cap seals, this is a slide where it is shown how broad the range of applications is. So you see gearboxes, camshaft housings, engine blocks, and also thinking about immobility, also the electric motors, they have holes in there, which at the end of any assembly process needs to be sealed. So there is a huge variety of applications, and I'm sure also in your applications there is a spot where you could need one of these cap seals. We developed the Cap Seal 2.0 out of the Cap Seal 1.0, and still what we are doing is trying to develop even this one, the Cap Seal 2.0. We see that in different custom applications there are new customer requirements already also coming up. So one thing we did was to develop that tap version, where especially when it comes to a mounting into such a groove, or when it comes to a reverse option due to lack of space on the other side, we add this tapped design on the cap seal and make kind of a slight modification of the outer design to be able to mount the cap seal the other way around into the bore. Also, something which helps in some applications, especially when it comes to pressurized applications, is a retention groove. Of course, this makes the bore slightly more complex, but it improves the security or the safety of the application very, very much. So, coming to the end, what we want to show you with this product is that we are always trying to do a continuous development to meet the challenging and changing customer requirements. And we are always happy to receive your requirements, your projects and project inquiries to start a new challenge. And that was basically it about our way to handle innovations or product innovations and to bring them into market. And now I'm more than glad to answer all open questions. Thank you.